describe what I just saw. He had stuff everywhere, and he was massive. Well, it's been one of the most frustrating, fun experiences I've ever had in my life. Strong, and you're important, and God darn it, people like you. You're gonna do this. Okay, let's go make a hunt film. Just found the bull that we've been calling Miss September. Since I missed him, and it's September, he has become the calendar bull, Miss September. You're supposed to say action. Ready? Action. Action. Okay. We're back. This is day whatever of the hunt. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but we're down in the bottom of this basin right now, and we had Miss September and what we think is Big 6E plus several other bulls that we glassed up from the top and could hear bugling and whatnot. So today we decided to drop down all the way to the bottom and come out of down here rather than coming in off the top. Right now it feels like we got good wind. We bumped a little 3x2 coming down the road, and we're gonna try to take a little easier path, a little longer but easier path to get back in there. I'm gonna officially put myself on the injured list today. Injury report is that Cory's limited due to a knee strain and a neck strain from a fall yesterday off of a log in the dark, trying to get out. Acrobatic. So he'll be limited in practice today. It's going to be a game time decision. And Jason's healthy, Anthony's healthy, so we should be able to make this all work. But yeah, we got several bulls in here. Some of our target bulls things are starting to heat up. We saw two bulls pushing each other around this morning, sparring a bit. Younger bulls. We saw a really nice 7x6 cruising through the area. No cows, just looking. So we should be able to get into some elk this morning and see how this all shapes out. But a little different approach. Yeah, it should be good. I'd really like to thank my sponsors again. Radio Shack, Mountain Dew, Duracell. KB Toys, yeah, I forgot about them. They were late ad. Yeah. Pennzoil, Suzuki, for keeping us on the road. Really appreciate them.
Jack's Links.
And the Sasquatch.
Yeah.
They must be yours.
Yeah.
So Matt's Custom Meats and various others. It's good to have the support of them behind us. Without them, none of this would be possible. Or all of it would be possible, I'm not sure. But anyway, we're going to go try to find some elk. Stay tuned.
It's so far away. It's so far away. trying to press, steadily creating mess. Step in front of a runaway train, just to feel alive again. Pushing forward through the night, making just a blurry sight, making just a blurry sight, aching just a blurry sight. Step in front of a runaway train, just to feel alive again. Pushing forward through the night, making just a blurry sight, making just a blurry sight. Aching just a blurry sight.
He's a nice 6 point, he's not big. So weird. Two little bulls are pushing each other around over here. Got this 6 point right in here, screaming. But he walked away from us. Straight through there, there's cows and another good bull. But I can't tell which one it is, but he's all mudded up. And then back up here, we've got bulls bugling. We've got bulls bugling clear back across the way this way. We've got a force field or something around us. I don't know what it is. Just getting old. We need to back out of here.
He's not a giant, he's just a really nice bull. There he goes. He's not a giant by any means.
Beautiful white tips.
I can't see him over the fucking median.
I just heard another one over here. I haven't seen the bull yet. Sounds like he's ready to die. Those are other cows. Yeah, he's a stud. Yeah, he's a big bull. I would almost bet money there's more of them down here too. Pretty far out there, but God, Anthony. Yep. Unless it's just way over there. There is. Yeah, I see. This is okay. Let's do it. Oh, there's something down there. Yeah, I heard the other one down there. There's more out down there across that road. Get on, get on. Oh, there he is. Top of the knob, backside. Yep. I don't think he's gonna come down this side because it looks pretty shitty in there. Right now we got wind at our back. We're in the sunlight, and I guarantee they can hear us walking on this road. Just heard a bugle right before that. They're all moving that way. We might want to try to engage him to see if we can't pull him across. It's always something.
Sleeved up.
Bring the portable sleeves.
Flex for the camera with you.
You're gonna break those.
ripped it. Just not there. We need the switch to flip. And we need it to not be 80 or 90 degrees. Well, there are wolves. Problem is, this trail is loud and we're so exposed. There's nothing to break us up, noise-wise or visibility. I'll let you know what your mom has to say. Let it simmer just a little bit longer. See what they decide to do. Go back a little ways. he's he's like 320. That's 6 point. Yeah. I mean, he's a nice bull. He's a nice bull. His left side's a little short on the forks. I say we go up the trail and just walk back out. Is there a trail right there? Yeah, the trail that we were gonna go on is right up here. I don't know what his deal is. I thought he was really close. I was waiting for a shot. I know. I was probably within 50 yards of this other 6 point. He was just standing with his body behind some trees, and all I could see was his head. This is a very optimal area. Yeah. This is amazing. Yes. No, it was right behind you. There's only a dozen bulls going on right now. This is insane. I mean, 1, 2, 3. There's 2 more over there, 4 or 5. There's another one further up. That one sounds good. Wish we had another 2 hours. I know. I think if we would have been on this side of the meadow earlier, that would have helped. Hindsight. I didn't even know. They just won't come across that stuff. No, not until right now. Let's just sneak out of here and come back in the morning.
So we either jump on the trail or just take the road. They go to the same spot.
Closer across from us. There was a good bugle that way too. I think that one's crossed. That's around the corner. Down lower. Standing there looking to the right. What happened to his cows? sparring. That's cool video. You don't see that. This is where Cal calls me. He's got 2 satellites and he's by himself. Yeah, I saw that one. It's actually a calf. Is that a spike, Scott? Is that a little spike? Is that another one a little spike? Just a calf. I'm surprised that, like, he just got to here and then he just turned around and walked right back. Walked off. Man, he's got a growl though. He does. But that means this bull, which it sounds like he pushed back that way. But he hasn't said anything in a while since we started calling. There's a bull. What just happened, Cory? Nothing. Nothing happened. That other bull went up, left. We tried to call it back down. Couldn't. So he swung in the drainage that we thought the big one was in, and we just glassed him up on the hillside across from us. Inevitably, I will always pick the wrong hillside to go in the drainage. If I think they're on the left, they're going to be on the right. I should start doing the opposite of what I think is going to happen. But anyway, we do know where that other bull is at, just over the top of this knob. So we're going to swing up around there and check on him, and if we can get him, and we know he doesn't have cows, he's all alone, so that's good news. If we can get him, I'll be happy with that. But today, this is Jason and Scott's last morning, so we got to kind of make a play of it, and then after that, we got to boogie, get them back to camp, and then we're going solo, me and the cameraman after that. So anyway, that kind of wraps up our morning for now.
Hey, Cory, what do we got going on?
Well, we are, I found this nice little tree to relax on. So we've got a little downtime. And we're waiting for these elk to kind of get fired up. But
What'd you bring for lunch?
oh, today, what did I bring for lunch? Just the bare essentials. I always try to pack pretty light on these trips like this. And I don't need to pack too much stuff in here, but I got dessert. I brought some red vines. I was gonna go Uncrustables today. I even brought some drinks if you're looking for a beverage, but I know you're tired of filtered water, but I got some Frescas.
Perfect.
This is the peach citrus. If you're interested in any of these, we can. I'll share with you today. Yeah, that's what we're going with today. You know, gotta make sure that you stay on top of your diet. Always eat clean in the backcountry, because you never know when you can need that energy. But yeah.
If you got enough, I'll take one.
Yeah, I do. All right.
I'm feeling really good tonight, though. I've got new clothes on, brand new clothes. Just got my shipment from Outdoor Vitals in. Picked it up in the mail. I'm feeling pretty fresh.
Didn't come with a cameraman set.
Huh?
It didn't come with a cameraman set.
No, it didn't, unfortunately. Sorry. Yeah, you have to put in miles and miles and miles of effort to get this.
Oh, I haven't done that. You're right.
much go you got, but we can try to bust up there. I fully expected those elk to be up on this top. With the amount of sign and everything that was up here this morning. Watch that bull and that other bull up on top. I thought for sure we were going to get up here in time. Unfortunately, we're going to have to walk right back through the middle of them. And I'm trying to do everything I can to keep from pushing them out of here. It's just a little pocket, but every one of these little finger drainages feeds right into this one little confluence here. And these elk seem to push up and then, after their morning whatever they're doing, and then push in bed and then back down in the evenings. Tonight they were just a little late. Like a lot late, unfortunately. But anyway, we're gonna sneak out of here. We probably got about 1.5 miles back to the rig. And about a 40-minute drive back to camp from there, so we're gonna get moving. Waiting for one of them to just break and come down the hill. It sounded actually at first like they were like coming together. You know, like it sounded like they were moving in. Like these ones that were coming up this way and this one was moving down. I was hoping we were gonna get to see a fist fight. He's up here for 2 hours. Maybe more. Just right here. And then he just, as we get moving up on him, he just decides to leave. For no reason. That last beagle sounded like it was going that way. I mean, we can dog them all day if we want to follow their tracks. Why am I doing this, Cory? Huh? Why am I doing that? Because your face is cold. I think that's what it is. I don't know. It stinks like elk up here. Keep smelling elk farts.
Someday on down the road, when you ask what I believe in, I'll say, you gotta take it easy, go. Everything good comes to rest, but that's
I think they RUNNOFT. Runoff.
all as well as it should. Tell his mom
Alright. Next one.
my money ain't enough to make me feel like a rich man. Now I'm falling over the words that I carried in my bed. You gotta take it as it goes. It doesn't get easier, dear.
We got mid-September and one cow. About 300 yards away, and they won't budge. We came around the corner back here, and there was some cows right below us or something. And they busted, and I started calling, and a bull popped off, and he wasn't but a couple hundred yards away. Standing in some of this really tall pine, and all I could see was the tops of his fourths. That was it on one side. And then eventually the cows circled back around. We had bad wind, and they grabbed him, and they all took off. But we're working this direction because this big bastard's been bugling his head off, except for now. And we came around here, and we were able to see him. He was following one cow. We had cows and calves across this old road right in front of us. I was really hopeful that he was going to trail them. But he's only got concerns for that one cow over there, and they're not moving. So we sit and wait, probably till it gets dark, and then scurry out of here. while I was doing that, this herd pushed down, like, how far was he? 50 yards from you? 40 yards from my camera guy, who didn't want to hang out with me while I was taking a dump. So he went and stood on the trail to listen, and they went right by, and unfortunately the wind was blowing down the direction that they came across, so they caught my wind and pushed up and away, and I snuck up underneath the herd. I had the bull at 51 with a pretty clean shot, and I should have cow called and stopped him, because he was standing quartered away. I just needed another second. I started to draw my bow, and he took a step. These bulls are pushing over the top. There's a cow right there. That bull's not happy. We'll move out. We'll have two different options of what the wind's doing to give us a better opportunity. Yep. See? This could get interesting. Amazingly stupid. We're still chasing elk. That's not good. I should have just shot that little 4-point and called it good. He just had to be like one of the average good satellites, not that dang 4-point. Get back on the trail and keep going. Sounds like he crossed. That was that group. He's not right here.
shot.
Oh my God. Oh. My goodness. Oh man. I was gonna let that motorcycle be some cover noise for us. And he just was paying attention that way the whole time. I mean, he's not the biggest bull that we've seen, not even by far. I mean, but he's a nice 6-point, and this is the exact scenario I didn't want to have happen. I didn't want to have to sneak in on a bull, but we've been at this for too long to not take an opportunity. We had this bull cut right in front of us earlier this morning with his cows. We had this 4-point satellite bull wallowing in the mud, and I could have shot him at 20 yards, 15 yards. We had so many bulls in this area, and there are better bulls all around us, but to have an opportunity at a 33-yard shot when the bull had no idea we were there, I don't know how you don't take that. And now he's down. He went from where I shot him 50 yards and piled up, and I buried that Valkyrie in. I could just barely see the fletching sticking out. He was bedded, quartered away, and I just put it basically right below the backstrap. I just had a little bush that was sticking out that was a leaf, like right where I wanted to shoot, and that thing would have hit him and would have went through both lungs towards the heart. And he's not moving. And my clock and tag, my 2025 quality elk hunt in Washington State is tagged out. I'm pretty happy right now. This is pretty cool. It's been one of the most frustrating, fun experiences I've ever had in my life. Chasing these bulls around. I mean, we have seen some studs, some absolute studs. And of course, the one that I get the beds in the spot where I can actually kill him happens to be a nice bull. I mean, he's a respectable bull. He's not gonna break any records or anything like that, but he is a really nice 6-point. I would say he's probably under the representation of what this unit has to offer, but I mean, we're down to the wire. Got what, 2.5 days left. So today's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday would have been the last day. You know, could have taken the opportunity on any one of these other bulls, which are most of the ones that we've seen are definitely better bulls. But this bull had cows. Cows and calves and a satellite. I mean, he was running them this morning. He was running them hard. And so I guess when you get an opportunity on a herd bull, which is weird because damn near every bull in here seems like a herd bull. Any bull that's over 300 inches is going to have cows. It's just crazy. But anyway, we got to go back up to the trail and grab our packs, and then we're going to go down and see what we got. But I know we didn't go very far. Now the work begins. The good thing is we're only a few miles from the rig, so the pack out won't be the worst. It should be a fun one. All right, let's go get our stuff. Wedged under a tree. There he is.
That is a really nice 6-point. He's not one of the giants that we've seen, but I mean, just really good bull. Yeah, he's all chipped up, bladed out a little bit on the main beam here. He's got long beams. He's fairly heavy. He's not tiny by any means. Man, what an experience, you know, the ups and downs of this hunt. It really has been. Like, I felt horrible missing that absolute giant on the third day of the season.
But I felt horrible because I got my crew with me, you know, and the last thing you want to do is like prolong everything and let them down. I mean, how much fun would it be to kill a giant like that with your buddies around? So, you know, I look back and Jason and Scott, thank you for the time that you guys gave me. That means a lot to me. Probably more so than the actual killing of an elk, is the time when the elk was with your friends. And this one in particular had family too. So my stepdad Dave came out and spent a couple days. He got to see a couple of giants as well. And then having my dad in camp, that was pretty special. You know, he's going to be 78 in 7 days, and doesn't get around like he used to, but you know what, he still gets around. So he got out, and he got to see some really good bulls, and got to hear some good bugles and whatnot. So having him in camp, spending time with me that's one of the most special things about this. It's much more enjoyable when you're doing it with other people. I don't know. I mean, just the amount of time that we put in out in the woods, bull after bull after bull, and then encounter after encounter after encounter that we had, where these bulls are just they're not confrontational at all. They don't come to calls. They just sound off. There was like, I don't know, probably 10 different bulls this morning. We got them before we even got out of the rig. A huge 7-point pushing a pile of cows, probably 30, 40 cows. We dropped down into this basin that we've been hunting in, and it was just chaos. There was bulls going everywhere. We were running different directions up and down this trail trying to figure out which way to go. We had phenomenal wind all morning. Never happens. And we were kind of in a confluence of all these different drainages coming in. This guy popped up the hill, and there was 2 other bulls bedded just on this next little ridge over. I mean, within a couple 100 yards, and they were bugling back and forth, and the next thing you know, just like somebody flipped a switch and everything went quiet. So that's when I thought, well, this wind's going to start pulling up. Eventually, we need to get around above them, and we'll be able to work down on them this afternoon as they start getting up and being vocal, which happens pretty much every day. It's been happening sooner and sooner lately. And we came up the hill, and I was like, well, that's kind of funny. Looks like an antler through there. And I kept thinking, you know, at some point I should be able to see where these elk are bedded. And saw this left side sticking out. From that point on, it was like, make the decision: is this a bull worth stalking in and killing, or do you walk away from him and, you know, go find another one or wait for a different type of opportunity? But those opportunities appeared to be few and far between. I don't know if even if we would have waited, if I'd have had a scenario where the bull would I've been able to call the bull in. So we've seen, I don't know, no exaggeration, 100 different bulls. And since Labor Day weekend, we haven't seen them be territorial at all. So pretty happy about this. Lastly, I just want to thank everybody that came out here and helped on this hunt, whether it was time scouting in the early season, or even guys that were in here hunting this same tag. Like, we all just shared intel and info on, you know, what was going on in certain areas. We all kind of, the guys that I talked to, we were all very respectful of the areas that they wanted to target and hunt. Yeah, to all the other people that kind of, you know, gave precedence to the fact that there's only 12 tag holders for this archery tag. That's pretty cool. My camera guy Anthony, I mean, he's been here grinding this out with me since before the season, and it's just the 2 of us at this point. So, you know, I didn't have anybody that could sit back and call even, so that was going to make it a little more challenging, which is kind of one of the main reasons why I wanted to take this opportunity to kill this bull. You know, from an ASP perspective, I appreciate all the stuff that I've learned over the years from the guys that I hunt with, Shannon and Brad and the rest of the crew.
you know, I appreciate the fact that it has afforded me some opportunities to have a company like Onyx cover the cost of a cameraman when Shannon and I have to split up and go our different directions. You know, it would be a real shame to not have this hunt on film, just from all the stuff that we've seen, from the giant 6 points to these crazy 9x7s to all the bulls that we've been able to put eyes on. It would be a real shame if that didn't happen, but it did. So companies like that, EXO, you know, all the support that I get from Bowtech, Brent at Valkyrie, you know, my guys over at Vortex, like, everybody has done exactly what you would hope they would do from a partnership perspective. You know, these are friendships. We're not sponsored. It's nothing like that. These are partnerships. We try to give back to them as much as they give to us. This is a pretty special tag. You know, if I killed this bull in 95% of the units in the rest of the state of Washington, this would be an absolute giant. In this unit, he's a nice bull, and he's a perfect 6 point, so I had yet to do that. And I am now checked off the box for my goals for 2025, 3 elk in 3 states. So after this, we're gonna get this bull taken care of. Gonna probably head home and resupply for a day, and then off to Oregon. 2025, kicking off just right. See, you're cheering me on. Where I marked this bull being bedded is 25 yards from where we're at right now. So our distance back, probably the easiest way to do that is tools, line distance, and then we're gonna go to here, drop point there, and then from here I can just use my finger, drop a point, I'll come back down the trail. I just want to see about how far it's going to take us to get back to the rig, but I can just line plot this all the way down. Follow the trail. And it'll give me eventually. So we did park further down the road on this one, didn't we? And I go into here and it shows line distance at 1.69 miles. If I saved that line, it would give me the elevation change and everything, but it looks like it's less than 2 miles back to where we're parked. So it's kind of a cool feature about Onyx is that you can line plot out your distance on how far it might take you to get back. And on this one I just did a bunch of individual plot points following the trail. And even though we've done 3 miles today, it shows you there's our route back to the rig where we left it this morning. So pretty cool. Tagged out.
Time is never time at all. You can never ever leave without leaving a piece of you. Our lives are forever changed. We will never be the same. And the more you change, the less you feel. Believe in me.
Kudos to the Valkyrie system for doing what it did. It obviously did exactly what it was supposed to do. How's that for tough? Yeah, buddy. Here, come get a handful. You need to hit.
A bunch of hours working on a bull.
Your back gets tired.
That's the worst part of breaking down anything.
Yep, that's a hind quarter.
Feels really good, really.
It's
Yep, that's half an elk. Holy shite.
Let's do her. Let's do her.
Good.
When the night has come, and all the land is dark, and the moon is the only light you ever see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't shed a single tear. Just as long as you stand by me, won't you stay by me? Won't you stand by me? Stand by me, won't you stand by me? Yeah. And if that sky that we look upon should ever tumble and fall, and if those mountains they ever crumble into their sea, no, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long stand by me, yeah, come on, won't you stand by me? Won't you stand by me? Stand by me, won't you stand by me? Yeah. Won't you stand by me? Won't you stand by me? Hey, won't you